When you receive shares for the company that you work for, your strategy should be relatively the same regardless of how the business actually performs. I've got clients that work at both Atlassian, Tesla, and many other corporations that provide their employees with shares as part of their remuneration. And the story of Atlassian and Tesla couldn't be any further different over the last 5 years. One's down 70% and one's up almost 70%. We never have a crystal ball for what the individual share price of a company is going to be, so we need to make sure that the RSU strategy is based on a more holistic look at your finances. When you receive restricted stock units, you're likely to sell at least 50% to pay the taxes involved. However, it's often a good idea to sell more than that to begin to diversify away from having such a large proportion of your wealth in a single stock. We would never do that if we were starting your financial planning from the ground up. So just because you have received these as stocks in the company doesn't mean it's a great foundation for building wealth. Whilst, yes, it would have been okay in the example of Tesla here, in the example of Atlassian, holding stock for the long term has proven quite detrimental. And so therefore, selling down in smaller portions as they've been receiving the RSUs has been a good strategy. Of course, you can always keep a portion to potentially benefit from some of the upside. But again, we want to make sure that with people's wealth, we're diversifying and it's not all in a single stock for this exact reason. When you look at your finances from a more holistic view, sometimes it's more beneficial to also sell down some or all of the shares to be able to build your superannuation in a tax-effective environment, clear debt, or a range of other different options. So if you have employee shares, you receive either stock options or RSUs, and you'd like assistance, then please reach out.